They say the sky itself trembled when Shango spoke. Lightning was his message, thunder his war cry. In the heat of battle, when drums echoed and iron met blood, they believed a god walked with them. This is not a myth. This is not legend. This is the story of a king who became a storm, a god who turned thunder into a weapon. Long before the empire's walls, before the cavalry's thunder, before war became a blade in the night, there was Oranyan, son of Oduduwa, wandering the land from Ife in search of a place to root his destiny. Oranyan, they say, followed a serpent, magic draped around its throat, through forests and plains until the beast vanished into earth. Where it rested, he built a palace. He named it Oyo. He would become its first Alafin, owner of the palace. In time, Oranyan's son, Ajaka, ruled. Peaceful, mild. Too mild, some said. The chiefs complained, the people whispered. They wanted strength, war, glory. They wanted a king who could strike fear and protect with iron. So, the crown passed to his brother, Shango, warrior, thunder lord. The one whose voice legend holds could rend the skies. The one who danced with lightning. The one whose reign would burn the very air. Shango reigned for 7 years. 7 years during which Oyo transformed. What was once timid became bold. Peaceful negotiations gave way to war drums. The kingdom expanded, not just in land, but in power, in myth, in fear. He was mortal, a king, yet even as a leader, the people whispered. Every time Shango spoke, fire seemed to flicker at his lips. Every time he walked, thunder followed. They believed he commanded the skies. Legends say when Shango raised his double-headed axe, Oshe, the heavens answered. Lightning ripped the clouds, rain or dryness bent to his will. Shango was also justice, not the soft mercy of peace, but the sharp edge of retribution. To betray him, to challenge him, was to invite the storm. To honor him was to carry red, his color of flame, blood, power. To beat the Bata drums in his name was to summon thunder itself. They did not march without calling upon the gods. On the eve of war, priests gathered. Drums thundered low in the heart of Oyo. Sacrifices were laid, goats, kola nuts, sometimes something more precious. Chants in ancient tongue, voices trembling with fear, hope, and reverence. The men and women who believed, if the sky answers our prayer, if thunder is Shango's voice tonight, we shall not fall. Red cloth, red beads, red war paint, the Oshe axe held near the chest, raised high in ritual dance. Priests danced till sweat and blood mixed, till the drum seemed alive like the gods themselves were stepping from the earth. Warriors watched, listened, quivered, waiting, trusting that the spirits of thunder would protect, would strike, would be present among them. When the sky darkened, they believed this was Shango coming. Oyo's power grew in those decades. With Shango as its heart, the empire stretched west and north. Borders moved. Kingdoms, once defiant, bowed or engaged. The vast savanna became their stage, the forests their shadows, and in each battle, Shango's specter walked with them. There was no shy progress. Warriors on horseback, cavalry that struck like lightning across plains. Shields clashing, spears raised, the cries of men, the smell of sweat, the smell of iron. In one key clash, let us imagine the battlefield beyond the Niger. Oyo faces its neighbor. The chief sends scouts. They return with reports, dark clouds massing, unnatural wind. The priests claim Shango is sending warning. Some see it as omen. Others see fear in the soldiers' eyes. At dawn, as the sun barely sifts through gray sky, Oyo's warriors emerge, the drums pound, the Orisha axes flash, horses rear. Then, thunder. Maybe a crack across the sky, lightning that seems to split the day. Whether myth or coincidence, the enemy flees. Some say stones split into shards, rivers swell, rain blinds arrows. Shango's power felt in earth and sky. The battle is won. Oyo spreads its reach. Tribute flows in. Chiefs swear loyalty in the name of Shango. The empire bathes not only in the spoils of conquest, but in spiritual authority. But even gods tremble. Shango's reign came to an end. Some say by his own hand, some say betrayal, some say lightning struck the palace. In old stories, his palace was struck by fire and light, consumed by what many believed was Shango's own power turned inward. The king vanished. Some say he hung himself. Others, he ascended, shackled to chains of heaven, becoming more than human. The people refused to accept death. They said, "No, he now walks beyond mortal form. He is Orisha, thunder incarnate." After his death, the cult of Shango grew stronger. More rituals, more shrines, more believers. His worship spread beyond Oyo. Among the Fon, the Edo, in lands across water when enslaved, Yoruba carried his songs and drums and beliefs to new shores. Shango becomes symbol. Power, justice, defiance, survival. Centuries have passed. Empires have crumbled. Borders have shifted. Rivers silted. Cities abandoned. But Shango's thunder never dies. Today, in Yoruba shrines, in the flicker of candlelight, in the echo of the bata drum, there are those who still call on him. In Brazil, Cuba, Trinidad, across the Atlantic, they beat the drums, they dance in red, they offer sacrifices. They remember a king who became a god who shaped a kingdom that shaped history. To the descendants of Oyo, Shango is more than myth. He is identity, fire in your veins, thunder in your heart. So, when clouds gather, when lightning splits the sky, when thunder rolls and warriors tremble, know this: you are not just witnessing a storm, you are witnessing the echo of a king who became divine. The echo of Shango. And even in death, his voice roars.